What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Madden 23 San Antonio Express expansion draft only franchise, where we are on the bye week, and it's a perfect opportunity for us because we lost morale recently, which we definitely don't want to tank our season as we are still in the playoff hunt. Getting 10 back here is big. Losing 5 awareness obviously is unfortunate, but considering we're playing the next game, I think it'll have less of an impact than if, say, we were simulating that game. Want to take a look into re-signings for this period as well. Andrew Jackson wants to come back to us a decent bit. And I wouldn't mind having him back at 2-year 6. He rejects. Okay. Kenny Pamphile, somebody who's been a starter for us for a very long time, despite not really being much of a great pick at the time we selected him. He was a pick, right? Yeah, I believe he was picked by us, not a UDFA. Maybe he was a UDFA, though. No, he'd have to be a UDFA. He wouldn't be up for contract if he was picked by us. Him and Caleb Bass have been really the only two UDFA starters, like long-term starters. I thought there would have been more in a series like this, but really, like as soon as like year 3 this year, we're down to 2 guys who are still UDFAs that are starting for us. So I think we've done a really good job of hitting our needs in the draft. Honestly, better than I probably could have imagined. Try a 2-year 4 for Crossan, and he will accept. We've seen him have to come onto the field from time to time. So, just due to injury. Probably looking to move on from Cole DeMarco after this offseason for a couple of reasons. One, he's been regressing year by year, so there's really no point. As Jelani Mooney does not think we're looking out for his best interest with that contract. And so I honestly think we could get just a rookie that's younger and just as good as him. I also think if we're planning on selecting a quarterback in the first round of this upcoming draft, which I am at the moment, and I don't imagine there's going to be much that's going to change my mind, I'd like to have a mentor just to help in the development of the rookie quarterback. Something that Devin Hamilton didn't really have the luxury of having throughout his time here. We were never super invested in Devin Hamilton because his play was never spectacular. He's maybe had moments, but nothing worth saying like, ooh, that's my long-term quarterback. Let's take a look at the draft class here with linebackers this episode, starting with Hunter Nichols. I think it's a really good class at the top, starting with him. Nearly 270 pounds, great delete strength, good to great speed and acceleration, A power moves, B finesse moves, B block shedding, A tackle, A awareness. So he looks really good. Honestly, if those athletic traits hit on the high end of them and rather than the low end of them, I think he's a 5 out of 5 prospect. I don't necessarily think he's going to be generational, but I do think he's going to be one of the 5 best players of this class at a position of need. Great athlete. That's all we're really looking for in a 5 out of 5 prospect. Here with Larry Holt, I think he's also really good. He's got the athleticism. His power moves is A to C. I'd like to know if it's A. I think it is at least A, maybe B, but also with B block shedding and C power move with the athleticism. I think I'm giving him a 4. He is a step down from Hunter Nichols. Reggie Flynn is more of a pass coverage guy. He has the elite speed, has the A zone coverage, which I know sometimes A zone coverage is actually only like mid 60s, but sometimes it's in the 70s as well. Like A has a very wide range when it comes to linebackers. So it'll be interesting to see where he lands. I still think he's a high-end 3. Middle linebacker. Don't know if I'm really going to prioritize it as soon as like round 1 to 2, like a late 1, early 2. But Elijah Knighton, has the athleticism, looks pretty well rounded as well, has the field general archetype. I think just because middle linebacker is so low on our priority, it's going to have to be just 2. Middle linebacker looked like it was going to maybe be a priority, but then Michael Franklin got star. Kirk Strong looks honestly really similar. Looks like a very well-balanced player with the athleticism, 21 years old. Maybe like high end 2, low end 3. Again, not because of how good they are at prospects. This is a draftability ranking for me. And just because we're not going to really prioritize middle linebacker that high. Jimmy Matias, however, pretty good athlete. Has some decent ratings. I'd give him like a 3. Malcolm Dunn is the last guy here. Not quite as fast as the top end edge rushers that we saw at left outside linebacker, but he does have the A finesse, A awareness. I think just because he's a little bit slower, we're going to knock him down to a rating of 3 out of 5. And that is it for the linebacker preview and the draft preview for this episode. Let's get into the weekly strategy that we're going to employ here against the Denver Broncos. This is just a really good team, and they've given us some problems throughout this franchise. Last time we played them, did we play them already earlier this year and lose? I honestly cannot remember. I think we did. I think we lost against the Broncos in like the second episode of this year. Brian Pearson is back in the lineup, so we want him back in the focus players, trying to get him up to 85. It's kind of my number 1 priority at the moment, is getting, at least in terms of roster building, is getting all the superstars under 85 up to 85 to unlock their second ability slots. Let's do this unstoppable force scenario. How are we going to stop the Broncos offense? I think it's going to be by getting pressure. That's been something, it feels like our defense has been very improved at this year. Got a few different upgrades here, starting with D'Angelo Bramble. Of course, had star dev breakout earlier this year. +3 power moves is nice. Edge was like very, very high on my priority list for this upcoming offseason. It probably still is, despite the fact that he's star, but star definitely makes it possible that, you know, if we don't have the draft ammunition to go up and get a high-end quarterback and edge rusher, that we could just get a quarterback, and I'd feel fine with D'Angelo Bramble coming back as a starter next year. I still think it's a spot we can improve, though. And that should be it for everything we need to do prior to this game, so let's get into it. Perhaps one of the last times we'll see Devin Hamilton coming out of this home field tunnel. As if we are going to draft quarterback, it probably means we're trading Devin Hamilton, just because I think he'll have trade value that's going to help us trade up in this draft. Because if we draft quarterback, we're going to have to trade up into the top 5 at least, if not to number 1. That's going to require a lot. As we will get the ball first here in San Antonio to face our division rival Broncos. I feel like we've played the Broncos more because we played the Broncos both games last year, and we're playing them both games this year again. This is our 5th time seeing the Broncos in, 27 episodes? So almost 20% of this series has been us facing the Broncos. Maybe in future years we can actually avoid playing the Broncos both times. That's just kind of how the episodes have shaken out this year, the last couple of years, I guess, is just that it's made the most sense to play the Broncos twice. And Kevon Simmons up the middle for 7 yards.
Let's go.
Devin Hamilton once again under center will try to get the ball deep to Smart, and it is incomplete. Third and 3 coming up. Can we get this conversion? Devin Hamilton under center. He's going to go quickly to Hazelton, who picks up the yardage. First and 10. Back to the ground here for Simmons. We're going to try to go up the middle. And we are going to have some success doing it. Much more success early on in the game running the ball than we've been able to have recently, honestly. 2nd and 4 now. Gonna go to the air. See if we can't get a quick streak going. I don't like it, so we're gonna go to the corner to Smart, and it's incomplete. Once again, we have a 3rd down to convert here. We put it in a manageable position here, and we're gonna go over the middle to Hazelton, who makes the edge, going to the ground to avoid the big hit. Once again, 1st down express. Like we've had Smart as our read a couple times here, just haven't been able to actually feed him the football. Simmons with another nice run, 3 for 23 already. Yeah, definitely over the last couple of episodes, it seems like he would be 3 for 5 at this point in the game, you know what I mean? Seeing if we can't capitalize off the early run success with a shot over the middle. Rambo makes the grab, 18 yards, and we are in the red zone. Looking to go play action once again. Maybe we can't get Rambo over the middle for the touchdown. I don't really like it. I'm just gonna throw this one away. Strong power this time around, and we can't get the block there on 29. If we'd gotten that block there, I think that play had some decent potential. We just couldn't get it done. Here on 3rd and 7, we are going underneath to Smart, who makes the catch and runs into the end zone for the 1st touchdown of the episode. Big time players making big time plays. It was, you know, our big 3 basically. Big 3s are typically, you know, used to talk about basketball teams. Here we got the big 3: Smart, Simmons, and Hazelton. Our offense runs through those 3. Everyone else is just kind of, you know, if you're wide open, we'll get you the ball occasionally, you know. Sanchez, I guess, has a okay sized role with his short routes, but that's not every game, you know. It kind of depends game to game on whether Luis Sanchez is going to be part of the game plan, whereas those 3 are always heavily involved in the game plan. 27 and 8 for Russell Wilson. Yeah, that's a little bit better than what our 24 and 17, now 25 and 17. 1st and 10 now. Russell Wilson has a clean pocket and finds a man out of it, and that's Russell Gage for the 1st down, 12-yard pickup for Denver. This offense has definitely given us problems throughout this series, and especially with Timmy Reed out. I just forgot about that until right now. Timmy Reed out sucks, so that play sucks as we get the fumble recovery. Morris Morgan there, was he Boston Forster? Was it Michael Franklin? Let's take another look. And that's Michael Franklin coming in and punching the ball out, allowing for the Morris Morgan fumble recovery, and we'll have a chance to extend our lead early. First and 10, we are going deep to Hazelton, who can't make the grab. Thought we'd try to do a quick capitalization of the turnover. Didn't work out first there, but running the ball has been working out, so we're going to try it on 2nd and 10. And going to get decent yardage, maybe Felt like for a second we could have gotten more there. But I'm not going to complain about a 4-yard rush. There's this play on 3rd and 6. Don't run it too much. Let's see if we can't get a first down with it here. Gonna go! That pass was atrocious. Holy Devin. That also kick meter wasn't very good by me, but it does go in. So we're all good here. Two-score lead early. Not even halfway through the first quarter quite yet. Getting a quick turnover, we'll do that for you. And Wilson leads his Broncos back out onto the field for drive number 2. And that's going to be a near TFL by D'Angelo Campbell, but still able to get him down after just a gain of 1. Second and 9 now. Leonard with a little bit of the pass rush moves, and we get a flag. Hopefully that's a holding. I don't think it should be. Yeah, it is holding. I don't know where the like the ruck and the passer would come from. Second and 19 now for Denver. We're gonna go to the ground here, and Lacey does a nice job forcing him outside where his teammates were there to make the play, and Miners, the guy guarding Lacey on the play, or blocking him I should say, is down with injury. Time to take control of Wyatt Costanzo. And we're gonna get to Russell Wilson and force a 4th down. Can't imagine a better start to this game. Definitely got helped out by an injury that time around, but not an injury, a penalty is what I was trying to say. But you take those when you can get them. Andrews, tried to do a little bit of juke action there, didn't really work out for us. Lewis Smart, 9 touchdowns, 759 yards. Yeah, Madden's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver this year for the 3rd time in a row since his career started. Couldn't really get as much as we would hope there from our favorite run play in the book. And by the book, I mean the playbook, of course. Nice throw over to Luis Sanchez down the field, gain 16. Only 5 of 10 for Devin Hamilton, but for 7 and a touchdown, I'll take it. He's been pounding the rock early in this one, and we'll continue to do so here. Looks like the run defense has tightened up just a little bit since the beginning of the game. I'd like to see Lewis Smart on a vertical route here since he is uncovered at the line. Gonna try to hit to him here, and he's incomplete, but it's caught by Darius Slayton off the deflection. Try to get Lewis Smart, number 2 on the day already. Instead, Darius Slayton comes in and scores for the Express. Just like we drew it up. Draw 2 defenders, tap it to Darius Slayton. That's what we wanted all along. I thought I was trying to get Lewis Smart a touchdown. In reality, I was just trying to get a touchdown. And with 3 minutes to go still in this first quarter, we have a 3-score lead. 17-0 already. This game was vital for our playoff chances. Dropping to 6 and 7, you just don't feel like you can make the playoffs. 7 and 6, you feel like you got a shot. Both teams coming into this game 6 and 6 both need this game fairly badly. So the fact that we've been able to come out and punch them in the mouth is something you like to see. As Williams gets 4 yards there on that carry. Perhaps one of the best starts we've seen this season. I'm trying to think if we had one that's better. perhaps very early on in the year, but we're kind of at the point of the year that it's hard for me to remember like specifics about the games earlier in the year. And just can't get off our block quick enough there to force the 4th down, and they will get the conversion. Javonte Williams with the carry and the pickup. I feel like every year we're seeing less and less Tony Pollard in this offense. I feel like in year 1 they were almost like a split backfield. Now we're just seeing straight up Javonte. Javonte is quite talented, so I can't blame him. 2nd and 10 now. Or maybe they don't even have Tony Pollard anymore. Nice catch by Devontae Adams, not Devontae Parker. Gets them out towards midfield, and Denver is driving. You know we weren't going to be able to keep an offense this talented bogged down forever. He's going deep in the direction of Cortland Sutton, and that's dropped. And we did just get a catch off a deflection, and so getting 2 in a row, we maybe feel a little lucky, but he has good catching though. He has like 76. Catching, and we get the sack there. It's going to end up being a half of a sack for Jaron Lacy, but we know he was the reason that sack came to pass. Very nicely down, 3rd and 16. Probably going to be at the end of the first, and it will be. So we'll go into the 2nd quarter with Denver driving down 0-17. Quite an explosive first quarter for our team. 3rd and 16. We're just going to man that play a couple deep. See if we can't get some pressure before those downfield routes happen, and that's kind of exactly what happened. Or wanted to happen. Ends up being the result. Then we'll force the punts. And they punt it in the end zone. They're going to show Lewis Smart's stats again, despite him not having changed them since the last time he was on the field. And they showed that graphic. Three-yard rush. Colin Simmons now down to 5 yards per carry on the day. Lewis Smart is absolutely naked. We're going to go to him here, and he's going to get the catch, and he's going to break a tackle. And there's nothing but green grass ahead of Lewis Smart, and he's going to score for the 2nd time today. And we're going to break out to an explosive 24-0 lead. This is the performance we needed. This is a momentum-building performance, showing that we are a playoff caliber team. Going against another team that's fighting for the playoffs, just absolutely demolishing them on both sides of the ball. The fact that was man coverage and nobody was that close to Lewis Smart feels like a coverage bust. Feels like that's not how that play's supposed to be. When I get you don't want to absolutely tip your hand that you're blitzing all that much, but that was a lot of space off the line of scrimmage for Lewis Smart. And that is the caliber of tight end that you do not give that much space to. Broncos will start at the 19-yard line, trying to get on the board for the first time today. I'll be caught by Cortland Sutton, gain of 6. Second and 4 coming up. Russell Wilson gets the pass down to the flat, and there's Tony Pollard. Speaking of him, he's been kind of an express killer in the snaps that he's played. Probably more so than Javonte Williams, despite Williams being the more explosive, not explosive, I'd say Pollard is more explosive, but more talented back. First and 10, man in motion, and they give it to Adams, but he's not going anywhere. Darius Conner snuffed that play out. Drops him for a loss of a yard. Very nice play by our X-Factor free safety. Costanzo gets some pressure, but not before Russell Wilson can get it out to the sit route by Cortland Sutton. First and 10 now. Russell Wilson is incomplete. Darius Garner there forcing the inclusion. Tim Patrick. At least that's who I think that is. It's 81. Could be a different 81 on the Broncos this time around, but. And Javonte Williams on 2nd and 10 gets about half the yards they need. 5 for 14 on the day thus far for Javonte. Makes it a 3rd and manageable. And we get some instant pressure, and he's going downfield, and Quincy Boston can't catch his own deflection. Offensive backs can never catch those deflections, man. Should give everyone tip drill, despite the fact that not everyone has superstar. That's just short. I like that kicking animation. I know it's like the ice the kicker animation or whatever. And we have the home field advantage that makes every kick like as if you're icing the kicker. But I just like it like following the ball more than just like the regular. Oh, I should have went in. Should have gone inside. My bad. It's a bad read by me on the block. I think if I sharp cut inside there, we're chilling, we're chilling. And Luis Sanchez, again, just a few. I was hoping that'd at least be like a 5-yard route. 3rd and 7's not great though. Gonna go to Lewis Smart, who makes the catch in traffic for the 1st down. Very nice job by him. Already 183 yards and 3 touchdowns for Devin Hamilton. This game is definitely doing a good job of making his year-long stats look better. We're gonna go underneath to Smart again, and he's going to pick up the 1st down after fighting off a tackle. To the ground now for Simmons, as we are now under 5 minutes left to go in the half, and decent run. I noticed something though, that it seems like Luis Sanchez is playing slot receiver for us. I don't know if 82 speed at slot receiver is gonna do it for me. I don't know why I went this way. It's so much faster to go the other way. But yeah, let's put Andrew Jackson there at slot with the Rambo injury. I think that'll just be better for our offense, getting at least some sort of speed there at slot, and probably made the wrong read again. My reads aren't the best right now. Probably should have gone up left where Smart was blocking. I don't know if we would have got much more yardage out of it. Maybe 4 though, 4 or 5. First and 10 from the 14. We're gonna go to Smart in the corner of the end zone. Need to high point that ball. We got double seams from our tight ends here. We got an out route from Hazelton. See if we can't score on this play. We're going to go to Smart, who makes the catch. And for the 3rd time in the 1st half, scores a touchdown. Lewis Smart dominating in this one. Had a couple of targets go off the mark early in this game, but ever since he's been money. Big time players show up when you need them to most, and he has definitely showed up for this contest. 31-0. Last year we had to ask for a mercy killing against the Broncos. This year they might ask for a mercy killing from us. They really need to score here before the half comes to a close. And we force the fumble on the kickoff return, but it's recovered by the Broncos. Imagine how we recovered that and scored again, 38-0 at half. Oh, would have been brutal. I mean, there's still always a chance it's 38-0 at half still. But Russell Gage will get a gain of 4 to start this drive. Russell Wilson over the middle and finds his man Gage, and he gets hit by Franklin, but hit forward for the first down. Under 3 minutes left to go in the half. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Russell Wilson finds a man over the middle. Quincy Boston right there in coverage, able to get the immediate tackle. Gain of 6. Russell Wilson has all day, finds his man in the flat. That's Tony Pollard who gets stopped. Oh, they'll give him the first down. I thought it was going to be just short. But it turns out he did get that first down yardage. 2-minute warning now. The Denver Broncos wisely, I think, are trying to make sure that this is the last possession of the half, as they've been unable to stop our offense. That's a incomplete pass by Russell Wilson, forced by the pressure. Second and 10. Russell Wilson has all day to throw, and he finds his man Devontae Adams. That looks like it could have been a pick, but Devontae Adams comes up and makes the play, throws a man open. Nice job by Russell Wilson. Going out to the quick out route. Another gain of 6. Seems like they've gotten a lot of first down gains, but 6 on this drive. And that's wide open down the sideline. That's Tony Pollard. This guy is an express killer. Tony Pollard always has good games against our team. I don't know what it is about us that pumps him up and gets him ready to play. We are a divisional opponent, of course. Nice pickup by Tony Pollard there on the Costanzo pass rush move. I feel like that inside spin move works a lot for him. I kind of like that move for Costanzo. When he gets to 85 overall, maybe like Swim Club would be the move, as Denver gets on the board for the first time today. Still leave us just under a minute to go out and answer. I don't know how aggressive we're going to be. It's 31-7. Probably not all that aggressive, honestly. I don't really feel like an extra 3 points or whatever, 7, really makes a difference of how we feel going into the half. Either way, we feel really good. Sanders will take the knee, and we will have 54 seconds if we want to answer it. I think we'll maybe go conservative, and if those plays work early, then we'll try to pick up the pace, and if they don't, we'll try to just get out of this half 31-7. Gonna go empty here. Not a crazy aggressive play call. Oh, I thought that was an in route by Simmons. Oh, we're so lucky that wasn't picked. 4 first half touchdowns for Hamilton. This has got to be his best game of his career, right? Seeing if we can't hit a man deep, and that's Andrew Jackson, and that's incomplete. All right. I think we pick up this first down. And then maybe just run the clock out. We're at that point of the draft. And the game.
Holding offense.
You can see where my mind is already. Over here trying to make the playoffs. I'm still just thinking about the draft. Vogel for the punts. On 4th and 7. Denver will get the ball, but I don't imagine they'll be too aggressive with it, as that's a broken tackle there. And we'll get the ball at 33. 11 seconds left. You got to think this is just a run right. I'm definitely not going to commit to the run because of the pass. Nice job by us stopping them. Call timeout after a 1-yard gain. Like, what does 1 yard make you think change your mind from being like conservative to aggressive? And then they just run it again. Now, if that had been your first run, sure, you know, you gain 10 yards. 2 seconds left. The clock management just from the CPU makes no sense in Madden. It's always been just atrociously done. Incomplete. And that'll be halftime. No padded stats for Russell Wilson. Probably going to be doing a lot of running. And they're probably going to be doing a lot of passing. That's my thinking with the halftime adjustments. Denver will get the ball first in this half. Have a chance to cut it to 31-14, but that's still a 3-score game. And that's a nice pass. Hard to argue that. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be a big hit by Boston. Oh, they are going to... See, that one's short. I thought that one was for sure first down, and I thought the other one was short. My judgment's just not all there today. 3rd and inches. We're going to try to play a cover snap here. He did a decent job. But Denver gets the first down regardless. And that's Tony Pollard, who shakes off a man, but still going to get tackled in the backfield. Now Jaron Lacey's hurt. Both of our interior defensive linemen are now down. Devontae Adams gets the first down catch on 2nd and 11. That's definitely bad. Both of our starting DTs, we're probably going to have to start bringing the blitz if we want to get pressure. And that's a nice BBU by Quincy Dawson. Abdominal tear, it's a long-term injury too. No, dude. It's happening again. Our defensive line's just getting put to shambles. Nice BBU there by Michael Franklin. 3rd and 10 coming up. Going to bring the pressure again. See if we can't force a quick throw. And the pressure doesn't get there as fast as I want, but it still forces errant throw from Russell Wilson, bringing up the 4th down. They will not cut this to a 17-point game to start the half. Both DTs are gone.
On the jump.
Abdominal tear doesn't sound just like an out for the game and then back next week injury either. Doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. That was perfect accuracy. That was perfect accuracy, Madden. Are you sure about that? That was awful accuracy. That was horrendous accuracy. And that's going to be caught by Hazelton, and he's got to save, and he's going to go. Nobody's catching his 98 speed, and that's going to be another long touchdown for the Express. Wow, the big plays are rolling in all over the field today. Perfectly timed ball from Hamilton. He now has 5 touchdown passes on the day, by the way. Yeah, if you can hit Hazelton at the right spot there, between the safeties, he can outrun those guys. We went up a 31-point lead. Once again, tying our game high for the lead. Wow, okay. Walker with the kick. And we can get it back to the 29, not bad at all. First and 10 now for the Broncos. Give to Tony Pollard, who tries to spin, not able to get much out of it though. 5 for 10 on the ground. Pollard been more of a threat through the air. I feel like it's always been the case. for him. He's always been just like a really good receiver in the games against us at least. Gage will get 6 yards, bringing up 3rd and 4. I want to take a look at our defensive tackles. I don't want... Oh, John Smith actually has 91 strength. I thought he was like a true edge. Turns out he is kind of a hybrid player. 268 is definitely light for a DT, but if he's got the strength to hang, I'm fine with it. So we'll keep him there. Especially he's got 4 pass rush bars. It's pretty good. And that's wide open over the middle. 281, but he fumbles. That's the start that quick step. Can we get the big man touchdown? We can. What the fumble force? That's not Tim Patrick. That's Sutton. Not Cortland, another Sutton. I have 2 receivers and Sutton. As Simmons is tackled in the backfield. Second and 12 now for the squad. We're going to go to the play action. And gonna hit. Oh, he drops it. Should have just gone for the Houston. Third and 12 now. And we're going to go to Hazleton, who falling to the ground makes the grab. 35. Been very good games for our top 2 receiving options. I feel like this is an extreme example of like the good side of our offense, but this is kind of how our offense is designed to go through 3 players. I mean, Slayton has that touchdown reception, but of course we were targeting smart on the play. Just have a bunch of play designs where we like the routes for both smart and Hazleton, one's short, one's deep, something like that. That's kind of what we like from our passing offense, and Simmons able to get a few yards out of that. His rushing average has come down a lot. I feel like it's like 3 yards every play lately since the start of the game, where he's actually really good. 3rd and 3 now. Hazleton gives to, not Hazleton, Hamilton gives to Simmons, who picks up the first down. Nice block there by Lewis Smart. Having a tight end like Lewis Smart definitely makes that counter play just so much more fun, because he's got the speed and the blocking to really be a really effective lead blocker. Baldwin Holm comes in, not able to get much with his rush. Trying to go play action here on 2nd and 10. Can we get another touchdown for Lewis Smart? He gets knocked off his route, but he does get open, and he's going to catch another touchdown. 4 touchdown receptions for Smart, 6 passing touchdowns for Hamilton. We're getting into mercy-killing territory. This might be it. Do we need to see more? 38-point lead, 45-7. I don't really care if Hamilton breaks the passing touchdowns record in a game. He could do it. We'd probably just run the ball for the rest of the game anyway. Maybe we go one more drive for both sides, and then we'll call it a mercy killing, and that's deflected by Devin Walsh. 2nd and 10. The blitz has been effective against these Broncos today. Russell Wilson's not making like the best decisions under pressure, it feels like. At least he's just throwing incompletions. He's not like throwing picks or anything, so it's fine. Three minutes left in the 3rd quarter. We will get a little bit of pass rush here, but nice grab by Sutton. It's a nice play. As that will put Russell Wilson over 200 yards on the day. Passing. Russell Wilson underneath to Sutton. A non-Portland Sutton. for a gain of 7. I don't know what his first name is. Pretty sure he's a generated player, and that's a nice play to Russell Gage. First down for them. They're driving. They don't quite want to go away just yet. I think we'll probably try to do one more drive for us just to see if we can't put 50 on them. You always love any opportunity to put 50 on your division rival, that's for sure. Then after that, we'll probably simulate to the end of this game. It's been quite one-sided here, and that's a nice diagnosis from Bramble. Looks kind of like pass interference there, if we're going to be honest. 3rd and 8. Fortunately, we have our worst defensive lineman on there, worst offensive lineman, so we're not really taking as much advantage of that matchup as we should. Incomplete. And we look like a potential another offensive pass interference. Neither of them were called. The refs just want to get out of here. So do we. This will be our last drive. Maybe. It's a quick 3 and out. Maybe not. From the 4, a minute left in the 3rd. See if we can't build a drive here. Not going to be a good start. Let's go to the other side. And he fumbled it! Fumbled it to the, and they got at the half-yard line to start their drive. They're just going to run this in the far probably. That's going to be caught for a touchdown. Portland Sutton. So this following drive will probably be the last drive. Oh my goodness, Simmons. What's he playing up to? Like 99 carrying? 90 something. High 90s. I don't even know if he's playing up because we have the +3 carrying for quarterbacks, not for running backs. In our coaching training. I also like to get Kevon Simmons a touchdown today. Don't like having express games where Simmons doesn't get into the end zone. It's not my cup of tea. Nice job by Simmons to get a 9.5-yard gain there on first down. Giving the ball right back to him after the fumble. Well, the kind of coaching staff that's going to just punish a player for one mistake when he's been really solid for us all year, you know what I mean? Slayton with the catch on the jailbreak screen. Kind of like that play. That'll bring up the end of the third. 3:36 and 6 touchdowns to 3 quarters for Hamilton. It's really good. Probably going to be running the ball for the most part on this drive if we can help it. That'll be good. Chunky yardage there. We're 20th in offense on the season. Really, 20th. That's a big drop off. Probably partially due to the 11-minute quarters instead of 12, where we were on a high-ranked offense with 12-minute quarters, which makes sense, obviously. 11-minute quarters are hurting our offense, helping our defense. Defense needed the help more. They were dead last in the league, so. With the 12-minute quarters. I wonder where they would rank with 12-minute quarters today. I'm not going to switch back to 12-minute quarters. I think these 11-minute quarters have proven that they have good scoring results. We have 45 points. I don't think we're not scoring enough. 2nd and 6. Well, Simmons not tired yet, so we're going to keep giving him the ball. Very good. We're not going to stop here. I don't hate this box. And nice job just avoiding 95 there. Got the instant shed, but couldn't get to the running back. And Simmons still isn't tired. We've been just going straight to him all drive long. He's still not tired. Keep doing it. Tried to truck him there. Didn't even get any animation. That's lame. And this boy don't get tired. 2nd and 5. He gets the first down. 25 carries on the day. In the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 17, able to get to the corner. Can't really juke past that guy though. Why is juking so difficult in this game, man? I don't know. Now he's tired. It's probably not best that he's our primary read here. Would have been 7 touchdowns for Devin Hamilton. Austin Jackson's going to get the possession catch down to the 4-yard line. Looks like Devin Boykin is in the game. I've never carried the ball with him, I don't think, in this series yet. So let's do it here. Not able to get anything. Loses a yard. Let's put Simmons back in the game to try to score. Got his X Factor activated. That's obviously going to help him score. And he's going to lose it immediately. 3rd and goal from the 6. Good to see if this counter can work for 6 here. And it looks like it might. No, we had that guy coming from the other side of the field. I don't care, dude. It's 45-14 with 5 minutes left in this game. We're going for it again. And this time it works. We do get the Kevon Simmons touchdown to finish off the game. There we go. Put up 50 on the Broncos. All 3 of our dudes had touchdowns in this game. About as perfect of a game as you could ask for, except for the fact that we lost Jaren Lacey for what I'm pretty sure is going to be multiple weeks. That's about all I need to see from this game, so let's simulate to the end. And that score will remain the final score after the last 5 minutes of play. Nobody scored. 52-14 win over the Broncos. One of our most dominant games of this series, I'd say. It was really our offense gifted the Broncos one of those 2 touchdowns. 6 touchdown passes for Hamilton with 361 yards, 67% completion percentage, 150 yards on 35 carries for Simmons, 4 touchdowns for Smart, 136 yards and a touchdown for Hazelton. Slayton, of course, caught the touchdown as well. No sacks allowed. 3 TFLs, sack and a half. Didn't get a ton of pressure. Didn't get any picks, obviously. Let's upgrade Darius Conner now. Just keep going hybrid. As that upgrades both man and zone, and he gets +1 of each. Up to 83 zone, 84 man. Devin Hamilton, got to keep him scheme fit. Gets a couple throw accuracy deep. That's pretty good. He's up to at least 80 accuracy on all of them. Even after a 6 touchdown performance where he played really well, that's still not going to convince me that he's our quarterback of the future. Tried really hard there. It's hard for him to have a better, day, but I don't feel like a lot of those throws were difficult either. I thought we just destroyed the Broncos on it, honestly. Like, how many throws were like, wow, Devin Hamilton, that was awesome. Maybe that long Hazelton touchdown, because I was like right where it needed to be. Wow, okay, so Timmy Reed. So Jaren Lacey's out until the playoffs. Timmy Reed can come back week 18. Well, yeah, we're out. Next episode, we're going to be without both of our starting interior defensive linemen. So we see we have a breakout quarterback chance. Could superstar Devin Hamilton convince me that he's our long-term quarterback? Probably still no, but it would increase his trade value, that's for sure. Because we have the coaching tree upgrade where when you're trading away a player, the opposing team views them as one dev trait higher than they actually are. So if we get him to superstar, the other team would be thinking they're trading for an X factor quarterback, and at that point we might even be able to get a 1. Right now I'm kind of just planning on getting a 2 for Devin Hamilton. But, you know, if he's a superstar and the other team views him as an X factor, could result in a first round pick, which would be greatly needed, especially if we're trying to go for 2 top tier players, like with one of the quarterbacks and one of the edge rushers at the top of this draft that all look really good. Costanzo is just 1 overall away from 85 now. Maybe we can get that by the end of the year. Maybe. The injured Jared Lacey does get an upgrade. Sorry. Just want to make sure that scheme fit isn't one of his motivations, to make sure that we don't like feel the pressure to make him a scheme fit. Gets a couple finesse moves there. And we're just going to automatically upgrade these last 2. And that's basically all I have. Trench boost is also a really big thing, so we're probably playing week 15 next episode. That's all I have for this one. Next one's coming out soon, and I will see you then.